Susan and I teamed up on unemployment insurance to make sure we could go through what was a very partisan issue in the Senate, to work it out bit by bit where details really mattered. And two, I would say, high social functioning senators, well-liked on both sides, who could put together the issue through an institution that is going through the centrifugal forces of partisanship. I think when we go to Washington, the question is often asked legitimately, what did you do? In this case, with unemployment, we got it done.
And I want to stress how polarized the Senate was on the issue of extending unemployment insurance. It was just going nowhere. And we were having these series of very partisan votes. And Mark and I, along with some of our colleagues on both sides of the aisle, sat down and put together a real plan that would allow for a 5-month extension, but also had some reforms in the package, and it was fully paid for. My contribution was to say that after someone has been unemployed for 6 months and gone through the state program, there ought to be an assessment of why you're still unemployed, and that kind of assessment would be required under the compromise that we put together. I'm hopeful when we come back that it will be one of the first pieces of legislation that we turn to. But without our joint efforts, we would have just continued to be stymied, and more people would have lost benefits that they really needed, and they'd be no closer to getting a job. And our focus was twofold: to help those who, through no fault of their own, can't find a job, but also to help them figure out why they can't find a job and give them the training or the skills that they need to find new work.